would be on Get Up, but he did not tell me he was not going to leave his house. I appreciate you not having that 5:30 wake up with that car outside and just being at home right now.
All I know is I did 3-a-days, 2 days in a row.
Okay,
That's
I got
all
you.
I know.
I'm just
trying to get on Herbie
level.
level. I'm trying to get on Schefter's level. I'm trying to get on Billis's level. I'm just saying.
Okay, you got there. You ready to run the floor? You good with that? Let's do it. Let's
Yes,
start
indeed.
with
Let's get it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. The first time we see him in the preseason, Jalen, and he did not disappoint. 21 minutes, had 22 points as the Bucks played the Jazz. What did you see?
So all of the words we described to define Shaq, other than 3-time Finals MVP, we should start using for Giannis. He's defining what you see from a guy that plays a lot of minutes at the 5 and dominating in the paint and dunking on people. He's driving past Mike Conley to dunk. He's driving past Davis to dunk. This reigning MVP plays with ferocity.
Yeah. One dunk he landed a little questionably. They took him right out, sat him down. All right, we had a Kristaps Porzingis sighting finally. He had 18 points. Luka had 21. Is this the dynamic duo that no one's talking about right now, Jalen?
This the remix in Dallas of Nash and Dirk. Duka, tricky with the basketball. Great court sense. Is a terrific finisher. Porzingis is 7'3". Look how far he's shooting from, catching lobs. These guys are going to be terrific playing in Rick Carlisle style.
All right, meanwhile, Zion took flight, 29 points in 27 minutes, 12 of 13 from the floor, but it came from pretty close in. Okay, what's your takeaway from this performance?
I got some more old school comparisons. This guy jumping off 2 feet reminds me of the Human highlight film. And Sean Kemp, he's just hanging on the rim for no big deal. 11 of his 12 buckets are within 2 feet of the basket, continues to attack. I know he needs to work on his jump shot, but look at the guy, 285 pounds, between the legs, behind the back, finishing with both hands at the hoop. A terrific performance by the young fella.
Okay, so what we know for sure is Alvin Gentry wants to run a very fast offense. We've seen him get up and down the floor in transition. I mean, how do you expect him to be used for the Pelicans on that side of the ball?
He's going to play a lot of 4. He's going to play a lot of 5 in small ball lineups. You're going to see him doing a lot of dribble handoffs, a lot of curls to try to get him to his left hand. He's a terrific ball handler. That's one of the things that's underrated about him. Yes, he's going to block shots. He's going to get steals. The NBA game is so very wide open. Remember, in college, you can play zone. People take and fake charges so very often. In the league, it's wide open. He's going to have so many driving lanes. The team actually won. For the people that didn't watch the game, they struggled when he was on the floor. They actually came back late when he was on the bench.
Yeah, they were down by over 20 points, and you're right. Everyone off the Pelicans bench came in and got that win. All right, Jalen, you're coming back in the 9 o'clock hour. Go take
behind him. So I want to bring this conversation back because it got kind of heated off the air about Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes. And to be clear, they face each other this weekend. And what I think could be the first that we look back someday, like Peyton Manning against Tom Brady, these legendary quarterback rivalries. Look at the way you're looking at me. I'm going to say it right to your face, big fella.
To say it.
If Deshaun Watson had been drafted into the situation that Patrick Mahomes is in right now, his numbers would look almost exactly the same.
You better preach, Greeny. He said it.
You better preach, Greeny.
Okay.
You're talking about the Hall of Famer, Pat Mahomes.
Put him in.
I'm not arguing.
Put him in today.
I'm not arguing with that. He's brilliant. I'm saying he inherited. I'm not knocking him. He walked into the best situation any young quarterback has ever walked into. Deshaun Watson walked into a terrible situation where he's almost gotten killed multiple times, and he's still winning games and putting up historic numbers.
The same Pat Mahomes that hasn't thrown an interception since last year.
No, he's unbelievable.
The same guy that went to Foxborough. Patriots didn't even punt one time, and they lost by 3 points.
Didn't Deshaun Watson go into Foxborough as a rookie?
We're talking about a guy that's on pace to break the single-season passing record without Tyreek Hill in the lineup. Greeny, do you know how crazy that is? We're talking Tyreek Hill, the most explosive wide receiver in the league, the guy that scares defense the most, hasn't even been playing, and the quarterback is still on pace to shatter the single-season passing record. And this is a discussion that we're going to have right now.
Here's my problem.
This is a discussion we're going to have right now.
Here's my problem with this tape.
In this day and age, everybody has short-term memory, Greeny. Remember when Deshaun Watson came into the league his rookie year? Bill O'Brien, Didn't put him in a good situation, to Greeny's point. He had 20 touchdowns total in his first 6 games. My point is, Watson was on pace to win MVP. Here's what Watson can do that Mahomes can't. That's take a ball 49 yards to the crib rushing. So everybody understands how good Mahomes is, and Mahomes is that dude. But let me ask you a question, Nick. You're an intelligent man.
Ask me.
How many points is a dunk worth?
2.
How many points is a layup worth?
2.
Exactly. So Pat Mahomes might be able to throw a no-look pass, Greeny. He might be able to throw a no-look 40-yard forward, but Deshaun Watson delivers.
But
the
point,
Thank you.
The point is, there are shots, if you want to use the basketball analogy.
Talk to me.
There are shots that Patrick Mahomes can make that Deshaun Watson can't. So a made shot is worth 2, and a missed shot or an unattempted shot is worth 0. So my point is, and I understand Greedy's point, maybe you're right if we're in different situations, but we don't live in that world. Football is a sport where it's very difficult to isolate performance. We live in the world that we're in now. In this world, we all would agree that Patrick Mahomes' highs are higher than Deshaun Watson. Hold on. Patrick Mahomes' lows are also higher than Deshaun Watson's lows. His worst game by QBR was last week. He had over 300 yards, a touchdown, and no interceptions.
Here's the issue.
Like, what are we even talking about?
We're talking about Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, Miko Hardman.
Okay, we talk about Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. You gonna say that Tom Brady not the greatest? We cannot parse out these circumstances. This is the reality. Patrick Mahomes may be the best quarterback we've ever seen up until this point. I don't give a damn who coaching him. That's just the reality. That's the reality. You are not capable. You're a smart man also. You're not capable of dissecting out what percentage you give to here, which percentage you get to there. Brady got 6 Super Bowls. He is the greatest of all time. Patrick Mahomes is putting up these unreal numbers where his lows are higher than people's highs.
So now we holding the fact that he has Andy Reid.
Not against him.
That's what you just did.
What I'm saying is, if we level the playing field to Greeny's point, and you make all things equal, you put Deshaun Watson behind the Chiefs line with
we can't do that. We can't do that.
We have a hypothetical argument. We can do whatever we want.
The problem with comparing two people is that in order to make one guy's case, you're automatically knocking the other, and no one wants to knock Patrick Mahomes. He's brilliant. But if you're telling me I need to win a game and I can have either of those two guys,
don't do it, Greeny. Don't do it, Greeny. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Greeny.
He is right behind Sam Darnold as the guy that I would say. Okay. Let's go to college. Saturday is a great day of college football, and it starts early. At noon Eastern, Jalen Hurts and the unbeaten Oklahoma Sooners travel to the Cotton Bowl to take on Sam Ehlinger and the 4-1 Texas Longhorns. It's one of the great rivalries in American sports. Vegas thinks the Sooners are the winners here. They're giving 10.5 points in this game, and so our resident Longhorn is Acho here. This is Oklahoma's first real test of this season. What is at stake in this game?
I think the winner of this game, Greeny, solidifies a spot in the college football playoff, meaning whoever wins this game, you might as well mark them in. I say that because if OU wins, their toughest remaining opponent is the Baylor Bears. If Texas wins, it's the exact same thing. I understand there could potentially be a rematch, but whoever wins this game, Greeny, this huge matchup in Dallas at the Dallas State Fair, Sam Ehlinger, brilliant quarterback, Jalen Hurts, brilliant quarterback. Whoever wins this, go ahead and lock them in.
10.5 points, I just told you. Vegas likes Oklahoma. What do you make of that? Who do you like in this
To me, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, again, right there you see the remaining schedule. But as you talk about the game we're about to watch on Saturday, if I'm Oklahoma, I am licking my chops. Because where I'm strong with CeeDee Lamb at receiver and Grant Calcaterra at tight end, Texas is extremely weak in the secondary. Look, Jalen Hurts is brilliant. To me, he is a Heisman favorite. So if I'm OU, I'm licking my chops. But Greeny, it's a rivalry game. And in rivalry games, anything can happen. So Texas is not scared. Texas is not worried. And Texas looks at Jalen Hurts like, you've never had to carry a team, sir. You've just been a conductor. It's time for you to be the captain.
All right, so the words are pretty simple. This is a playoff or play-in game. The winner may have the inside track. Meanwhile, we have a huge one Saturday in the Big Ten. I love this. My Saturday nights on ABC, I got Big Ten every single weekend. That's my style. We got unbeaten number 10, Penn State, taking on number 17, Iowa. That's in Iowa City. You'll see it 7:30 Eastern on ABC, and of course it's live on the ESPN app. Maria.